Not feeling the island vibe right now. Wearing a beanie in 50-degree weather in Central Florida. Wish I was on a warm beach right now and not wearing this beanie in Central Florida. Now, for you guys that are all northerners and you're like, 50 degrees, that's nothing. That's our summertime. Well, I didn't sign up to live in Florida full time for 50-degree weather. I signed up for the warm, humid stuff. So to me, this is freezing. But anyway, good day to shoot a video. And today's topic, well, first of all, I want to ask you a question. Do you have hidden treasures? And I'm not talking about the kind that comes in the form of a gold metal coin that you bury in the ground, or a jewel out of a crown, or even cold hard cash that you got in a box that you stashed out in your backyard, okay? I'm talking about what's inside of you, your personal talents that you could possibly share with the world, but you don't know what they are. So, that's the topic of this video, is what is your hidden talent? How can you find out what you're good at, your hidden talent, your hidden treasure, and how can you share that talent and treasure with the world? So, let's say, for instance, we're going to use a couple examples. Let's say, for instance, you feel that you're good with your hands, or maybe even not even that. Like maybe it's just your voice, but you've never had enough intuition to figure it out on your own what you are exactly good at, like what that treasure is inside of you. So if you can't figure it out and you don't know off the top of your head in order to write it down and pursue a career path on it, here's an idea that I'd like to share with you. Why don't you actually take clues from people around you? Okay? Listen carefully to what people say to you that you're good at. Okay? And take note of it. Don't just brush it off and say, write it down the minute that they tell you. Like for instance, okay, here's an example. Let's say you have a really good, high-quality voice. Like you have a really mellow, kind of groovy voice that when you talk to people, it calms them down and they really enjoy listening to you and your voice, right? But you don't know this because, of course, who knows their own voice unless you record it and listen back on it? And besides, you sort of want to be humble and you don't want to admit you have a good voice, so you never utilize your voice. But let's say somebody, maybe 1, 2, 3, 5 people, maybe in your whole entire lifetime, they have said to you after they've heard you on the telephone, wow, you have a radio voice. You have a really good radio voice. Now, of course, in this day and age, radio is almost dead. Let's face it. We've got streaming of, music and podcasts and everything. So that leads me to this idea. Let's put a modern twist on an old idea. Instead of thinking, okay, well, if I got a good radio voice, let me go into the radio arena. Let me actually start a podcast. Let me start a podcast with my voice to share with the world. This is my hidden treasure that I could share with other people that they can listen to me on a daily basis. And who knows, you pick a topic that you're interested in and you just keep talking about it. You gather followers and then eventually you can branch out to earn money from this side hustle podcast job, right? That's one idea if you got a golden voice. Second idea, let's say, speaking of your hands, now you could be a guy that does this too. Maybe you love to bake. Mostly women love to bake. But let's say that you make some killer cookies, all right? I'm talking dynamite, out of this world, scrumptious cookies that your family and your friends absolutely love and always want every year as a Christmas gift from you. And they always tell you, man, your cookies are so bomb. They're the best. You know, you should sell your cookies. Like, is this your own recipe? You know, or is this a family recipe? So don't just blow it off and just say, well, yeah, you know, it's sort of a family recipe, and then you don't do anything with it. That's your hidden treasure. Why don't you think about creating a business where you sell your own cookies? You could even possibly patent your family recipe so that nobody else grabs it. It's yours to keep in the family. And you don't even have to open a brick and mortar and sell cookies. I mean, nowadays, everything's done online. So putting a modern twist on an old idea, again, sell your cookies online. Get somebody to help you start your own website and start selling your cookies. You know, branch out on social media, word of mouth. If you got a lot of friends that already love your cookies, get the word out that you're starting to sell them. And who knows? You could start a business selling cookies online. I don't know if you're going to get as big as Girl Scout cookies per se, but who knows? The sky's the limit. It could possibly replace the current income at your dead-end job that you hate. Now, I'm not saying with these ideas, just, you know, quit your daytime job and just start these online businesses or your podcast. You know, you got to pay the bills, right? So I'm saying do it as a side hustle job. Do it on the side every spare moment you get, and be persistent and consistent. And also, you got to have a little bit of dash of tenacity to make it work. You may be a success overnight. It may take you months, weeks, or even years. But if you stick with it, something good will come from it. And who knows, possibly down the road, you will be able to quit that day job once and for all. I mean, come on, isn't that the ultimate dream? And then you could do what you want to do. You'll be your own boss. So I just want you to just be you, and just be tenacious. Go for it. Listen to other people at what you're good at, and don't die with the hidden treasures inside of your body. Don't let it get buried with you. Bring them out to the world today and make it happen, because I know you can do it. You can do it. Just takes a little Yankee ingenuity, and you'll find a way, because where there's a will, there's always a way. I hope you found value. Drop me a line. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the next video I'll have up on the screen just for you. That's if you're serious about changing your life for the better and getting out of the rat race, man. Till next time, thank you for watching.